What's up, guys? Welcome back. So pretty much, guys, I think what we're going to be doing in this video is actually heading over to SB Machine Shop to take the head to get it fully serviced and make sure that everything is okay with it. They're going to be resurfacing it, hot tanking it, and possibly doing a valve job to it because I don't know how the valves are and if it needs it. So they're going to do a test on it to see if it passes, and if it doesn't pass, then pretty much we are going to have to do the valve job to it either way. I'm pretty sure it's going to need it because this motor was poorly serviced, as we already seen. So right now I'm gonna head over there, and then also on the way back I'll probably be doing a video once we get back of the Honda Domani. So I will get home, wash it, dry it off, help my wife help me out so I can get a little bit faster progress with it, and basically show you guys the car. Also, I wanted to make this video at the end and let you guys know what's going on with me. Some of you guys have seen some stuff if you guys do follow me on Instagram. If you guys don't, show me a follow on Slambo Built on Instagram, and that way you guys can see what's going on, or a little bit more of what happens a little bit before these videos go up. But recently, a couple days ago, I actually suffered something very bad, and my left hand is pretty much done for right now. I still have use of it and everything else, but we'll get to that towards the end of the video. So please stick around and you guys can see what's going on and what is going to be stored in the future. So let's head to the shop, get the head taken care of, and make our way back, guys. So pretty much we just made our way down to SB Machine Shop. I dropped off the head with Albert, and they ended up doing a small test to the valves, and basically they said that it needed a valve job because I guess it wasn't maintaining some sort of pressure or something like that. So as it suctions, so we're gonna go ahead and just do the valve job, resurface the head, and also get it hot tanked so we can get rid of all the debris, all the nasty stuff that was inside that motor, all that head, because as we know already, you know, from the videos you guys seen, the head and the motor basically had no service at all in reality. It looks like it was just neglected. So I'm still waiting for Dana, as I've stated, to show up in the next couple of weeks to drop off that K20 head that he has, because he actually blew his stock motor on his EF sedan. So he said he would help me out and give me the motor, or not give me, or whatever. We'll figure out a solution to that, but he'd help me out with the rockers and the cams that I need so that I can make a little bit more progress and keep going on this car. So right now we're just making our way back home. We're almost there, and then once we get there, guys, I'm probably gonna do a little video of the Domani and then give you guys a little bit more of an explanation of what exactly happened with my hand, and show you guys a little bit into detail. It's not necessarily 100% bad, but it is bad, guys. So just put that out there, your discretion, you know. It's kind of nasty to what happened, but yeah, I'll show you guys when we get home. All right, guys, one last pit stop before we make it to the house, because yeah, this fat boy is pretty hungry. So I'll grab a bite to eat, catch you guys on the flip side at home. Pulled the car in and I was drying it off and detailing it, but here's a little bit about the car. If you guys didn't know, this is a Honda Domani right-hand drive authentic from Japan. So a little bit about this car is that it's still a stock D16A, I believe it is, like the Y8 single cam VTEC. This transmission does have a CVT, I believe it is, that's what it's called, where it has a differential or a different navigation to the transmission. I'm not sure what to call it, but it does have this switch here, which is a Honda Multimax, that's what they call it, and it has 3 modes, which is economy, regular driving mode, and basically a sport mode. So basically when you're driving, so basically lets you catch speed a lot faster compared to being in regular mode. The car does have 166,000 kilometers, which is like 100,000 miles or so. For being a 1996, it's not bad. Interior is fully stock, except with the NRG's quickly set up, the suede steering wheel. Unfortunately, my wife ate the shit out of it as she drove it bare hands, and their oil ate the interior of basically the steering wheel. Other than that, interior stuff. And as far as the exterior, car is lowered on Godspeed Monomax suspension, 36 way dampening. It does have authentic Mugen MF10Ls. They are authentic. I just powder coated them. This 25th or 30th anniversary Mugen MR5 kind of color code to give it a different color. Plus I felt like the teal color will go great with the color of the car because the car is purple. My wife kind of was iffy about it in the beginning, and she talked so much crap about it, but she ended up loving it after seeing the wheels on the car with the tire combo pretty much set and done. She loved it. But it does have authentic rain guards, window visors. It does have them. And then the car also has a authentic parking pole that goes up and down with the switch of the inside of the interior, fully functional. And then other than that though, guys, car is 100% stock. I didn't want to modify it a ton just because I wanted to make it a nice little cruiser for my wife, because she can't, I mean, she can drive stick and stuff like that, she just doesn't like it. But that was the main reason why I kind of just left it the way it is with the color combo and the color of the car, just as a cruiser for her. So yeah guys, I just want to address something in the room. As you guys seen, basically the cars are for sale. Those two cars are for sale, and if anybody's interested in a Toyota Corolla, bag my line, that one can go really cheap. But I'm just, at the end of the day guys, yes, both cars are for sale, unfortunately. The main reason why, and I'm going to go ahead and address that here, as you guys know, most of you guys came from Dana EF Statics channel. I was storing that right-hand drive EF here, and basically in the time frame that he was supposed to come down and everything else, unfortunately he had some hiccups happen that were out of his way of doing things, or basically out of his control, and basically kind of pulled things away from him coming down, or prevented him from coming down. So I had the car here for about 3 to 4 months, and basically in that time frame HOA came around. I had it covered up, and basically for the HOA here in our community, we're not supposed to have covered cars and stuff like that. Cars are supposed to be drivable and so on and so forth. Well, they ended up coming, and the tarp had flown off one day. They seen that it was a bare shell and it was not in running condition. Didn't have no tags, plates, nothing. And they gave me a warning one time to get rid of it. I ignored it, thinking that nothing was gonna happen. And at the end of the day guys, 3 weeks later, I ended up getting the fine. The fine was 160 bucks, which wasn't nothing at the time, and I didn't care about it because I knew what was going on, and I knew what I was doing for. I was doing it out of generosity from my heart for Dana, because I wanted him to have this car, which is the reason why I picked it up. So I just paid for it, and I got all that situated. And basically, as you guys seen, we've been building the EK inside of the garage. Well, since my wife was driving the car, and basically I was driving my right-hand drive when I was going to the school, I was actually hit with another fine. And the fine was that the car was leaking oil. And here they're very big on oil leaks because they don't want none of the community to fall down in pricing. So as you can see there's a bunch of stains that honestly only came from the Domani, which is the reason why guys I had to do this, and I had to get the maintenance done to this car, because I needed to stop the leak so that we prevent any more leaks from happening, and I do not get a fine. So I am going to be looking for somebody to come down, see if they can remove these stains, and that way bring it back up to life, back regular concrete, and that way that whole situation is over with. I'll present that to the board, and that way they'll dismiss it. So either way, like I said, if one of the cars has to go, the car has to go. I'm not in need of the money. I can use the money, don't get me wrong, who can't, right? But at the end of the day, I'm not struggling for money and all that bull crap that a lot of people kind of think because they heard it. Me also posted up on Instagram, and they think that I'm hurting. That is not the case, guys. But at the end of the day, my business is my business. I just felt like sharing a little bit with you guys, and hopefully you guys get the big. All right, guys. So pretty much, as you guys seen, we did the little walk around with the whole Honda Domani, my wife's Honda Domani, and basically, yeah, both cars are still for sale. My wife actually just took off right now with the kids, took them to the park, now we can go mess around. I figured I'd take the opportunity now to do the outro of the video and give you guys a little backstory of what happened with my hand. Unfortunately, guys, I ended up suffering something catastrophic, like a failure to my hand, due to certain circumstances, should I say. So as you guys all know, I went to school for welding, and basically the goal for me was never to go work for another company. The goal was for me to go ahead and start my own fabrication shop here in the future, a couple of years, get more knowledge, get some customers, you know, do some brake line tucks and stuff like that, and do some more welding jobs, stainless steel, aluminum, turbo kits, so on and so forth. A job opportunity came, and it was for a union company that was union. So I figured I'd give it a try. They specialize in is dual shield welding, and they follow a different protocol compared to like the Welding Association or whatever you want to call it. I forgot what they call it, where you're certified. So these companies have to get their stuff fully x-rayed because it needs to hold a certain standard to their welds and everything else. Can't have no porosity, can't have no gaps in between the welds. Everything has to be fully done 100%. So I applied for the position. I had an interview. I went back in for a weld test. And what they make you do in a weld test is basically a 2F, which is horizontal welds. So you do 3 passes, 1 full length, 1 3/4 of a length, and 1 half length of the plate that you're welding. At the end of the day, I did my 2F and I passed. They also made me do a 3F weld, which is horizontal or vertical, sorry. So vertical pass going up. Usually when they give you a test piece, it's 6 inches to 8 inches. This test piece that they gave me on both ones that I did were 18 inches of metal of half-inch plate. Half-inch plate for the 2F and then an inch plate for the vertical. So, of course, you know, I didn't know what the degrees or what the amperages were at, because when they have you do your test, they don't have you set up your own welder. They want you to follow what they weld at, because production, everything else, they want you to keep it up. They want you to do it fast instead of burning slow and maintaining even slower. So I ended up doing the test, like I said, horizontal, went perfectly fine. As I was doing the vertical, same test, basically 3 passes. So first pass, unfortunately, I was short due to the fact that I was burning the shit out of my hand going up. And basically, though we wanted your bead to be around 3/8 of an inch thick, and basically follow it all the way up to the plate. Well, I was short. I was about 1/4 of an inch short, and due to the fact because I was burning the shit out of my hand. So I made an excuse, said, oh, I thought he said to stop, because the whole time through that process he was talking to me. Next thing you know, he's like, okay, do 3/4 of the bead now, 3/4 of the length of the plate. Overlap. I said, okay, so my hand was already burning. I figured I can probably do it again and just maintain it. Well, I didn't even make it to halfway of the plate before I pulled away, created porosity in my weld, and basically burned the shit out of my hand, and I took off my glove. Lo and find out, my hand was blistered, and basically I had a 2nd-degree burn. And let me tell you, if you guys haven't had that, that shit hurt like a motherfucker. Sorry for my language. You just want to be true and transparent. It hurt. So took off my glove, told the welding instructor, whatever it was, supervisor, can't do it anymore. My hand is done. I've officially burnt myself, and the pain is, can't tolerate it. So again, guys, if you guys don't like seeing like kind of little burns and stuff like that, and you guys are scars and stuff like that, please look away, and you guys can end the video here. But yeah, so this is what happened to my hand. I have a 2nd-degree burn between my 2 fingers and over here. So I can't really close my hand. I can still close it, don't get me wrong, if I tried to, if I wanted to. I still have full mobility of it and everything. It's just I don't want to fully close my hand because I don't want the skin to rip and burst open. There's 3 blisters, 1 on my finger and 2 that became 1, so technically only 2 now. But that happened during my weld test. And basically that guy, or the boss or whatever, didn't even give a shit. After he seen my hand, basically called it a day. I went home and I was done and over with. So right now the dilemma that I'm facing is kind of maintain videos to do things, mechanic work and stuff like that. All I can pretty much do is small little stuff like sanding down side moldings and side skirts, retrimming stuff. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do for the next couple of videos, and see what else I can get into. Meanwhile, my hand fully heals, and hopefully I can make good progress on the stuff that needs to happen. But cars that paint still should be back within the next week or so. I believe he's gonna be laying down paint and clear, and basically I'll show you guys that on the next video also. And then also pick up the head on the next video. But pretty much, guys, thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for tuning in. Views have gone up, and basically there's nothing really much I can ask for except for like, subscribe, and let me know what you guys look forward to in this car, because we should be getting it back soon. And hopefully you guys can bear with me. Meanwhile, my hand heals, I can get a little bit more motion out of it and close it fully so I can start doing some other stuff. But yeah, guys, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Till next time.